Welcome to Leader Lifestyle Hub, where we have set the target of completing 200 book summaries in the entire year. And here is the summary number 9. And the name of the book that we have today is Make It Stick, written by Peter C. Brown. Small information about author. He is a writer, retired management consultant living in St. Paul, Minnesota. Targeted audience is a college student who finds hard to study for their exams, and 26-year-old person who is taking a course while being a full-time employee and wants to make the most out of their time when studying or while working. And the 40-year-old person who wants to learn new things to advance in their career. So those who are in the career and who wants to advance in their career, for them, this is the book for them. Let us see the synopsis. It explores the ways to memorize faster, make learning easier, all while debunking myths, means erasing the myths and common misconceptions about learning being difficult and attributed to those who have highly narrative cognitive skills with the help of researchers who have studied the science of memory their entire life. Let us listen from the author, Peter C. Brown. Trying to solve a problem before being taught the solution leads to better learning, even when the errors are made in the attempt. Learning is something we all must practice every day. Going through life, we get to learn new things every day, simply because this is what it takes to survive and grow. Change is constant. Whether you think that you can learn more and become better, or that your power is limited and you cannot achieve what you want. Therefore, you must train your mind to adapt a winning mentality. Remember this, you must train your mind to adapt a winning mentality and help you become the best version of yourself. Learning and absorbing information rapidly is what will get you closer to your goals. Generally, people learn the information, but they will not absorb information. Learning and absorbing information rapidly is what will get you closer to your goals. It also shows that accomplishing whatever you want is possible, even though your endeavors so far show that studying and retaining information is difficult. That won't be the case anymore. This book, Make It Stick, written by Peter C. Brown, will make you forget about all the inconveniences that keep you from being your best self. Let us see the small review. If you have ever found yourself studying restlessly but not retaining information, this book is for you. Not only will this book reveal why the traditional studying methods we have been taught all along are wrong, like a traditional education system, but it will offer a series of valuable practices that can help anyone retain more information for a prolonged period of time. If you want to find out how to learn successfully and become more knowledgeable in any domain, make sure to give this book a read. Let us see the top 3 lessons. The most common learning practices are, in fact, the most ineffective ones. Whatever we are generally preferring, the learning practices are all the ineffective ones. The retrieval practice effect or the testing effect is the one sure way to achieve mastery in any domain. When you will be able to explain a complex topic in simple words, you will be fully mastering the topic. Whenever you know some topic and you find that topic complexity and you find to explain that complexity in simple words, simplicity, then you will be full mastering in that topic. Let's go on and explore these lessons in detail to reveal the key takeaways of the summary. Lesson number 1. Ditch the traditional studying practices and adopt the right habits of successful learning. Ditch the traditional studying practices and adapt the right habits of successful learning. Growing up, we were taught that studying implies repeating the same notion countless times till you get it right, like a by heart system, or that doing the same type of mental exercise will ultimately lead to the mastering the subject. However, this approach to studying has proved to be counterproductive and ineffective. In fact, studying by repeating continuously will even fade away in a short period of time. Repeating will make you feel familiar with the subject and leave you feeling good about yourself while doing it. However, it will give you a false sense of mastery. Repetition does not mean the mastery. In fact, you will end up having fluency in the domain. And that means that you get what it's about at the moment. However, you will forget the basics quickly and lose control over the knowledge gained. So, what is the alternative then? Isn't this what we were taught to do growing up? In our school days, we were taught about by heart this content, by heart this mathematics formula, so that you will get good marks. This is all we were taught in the childhood. Truth to be told, the people who taught about these practices did not know better at the time. But luckily, modern studies have got the answer. It seems that by adapting practices like spaced repetition, the testing effect, elaboration, or tying the information to the memories, like linking the information to the memories, past memories, you too can tap into the secrets of successful learning. So, whenever you want to learn any subject into the very effective way, try to include these things: spaced repetition, or testing effect, or elaborating into the memories. Like if suppose any information you read about in an article, try to link up with your memories or experience so that your learning will be successful. Let us see the lesson number 2. Practice retrieval to gain full mastery of a subject. So far, we have discussed the downsides of repetitive studying. By rereading and highlighting fragments of your lecture, you are only subjecting your brain to an increased effort that doesn't pay off. However, adding a simple yet effective twist to this practice can change its outcome considerably. Next time you are struggling to retain something, try repeating paragraphs or bits of information in spaced out sessions. For example, if you read something and worked on memorizing it for quite some time, give yourself a 10-minute break before repeating it, so that your brain consolidates the information. Instead of doing mindless recitation, think actively about the information you read and try to apprehend it in a way that makes sense to you. You can do so by linking it to something that you already know so that you remember it easier. To just read material and hope it will stick to you is a complete waste of time. To just read material and hope it will stick to you is a complete waste of time. To practice the retrieval implies giving yourself time to consolidate the information. But that is not all. Once you close the book, it's time to ask yourself what you have remembered and what you have connected. What were the key points of your lecture? That is the reason we asked everyone to share the key lessons that you have learned on this day. And other important aspects you might want to consider. Means what are the important points you might want to consider later. Doing so will activate your brain and make it look for information in your memory. However, going back to the top and rereading it will keep your mind inactive, and it won't help you much when it comes to mastering the subject. If you want, you could try this exercise right now. Without reading everything from the top, try to remember the key aspects of this summary, what you have learned so far. Let us try to revise all the lessons that we have learned. So generally, our traditional education system was trained us to learn the books, or trained us to learn any domain with the help of repetitions. With the help of repetition, we ended up with the by heart technique, but we found a solution for that. Why? Because that learning was ineffective. And the solution was spaced repetition, as well as one more thing was there, elaboration. Connect with your learning with the memories, link it with the memories, so that you will consolidate the information and retain the information. So this is what till now we have learned.
I would like to ask here,
Yep.
you say space repetition. What do you mean by taking a break and doing it?
Yes, taking a 10-minute break before repeating.
Okay.
Got it? Spaced repetition means as soon as you complete the information, give some space of time and try to consolidate, means try to concise the information, whatever you have seen, and make it complex information into simpler tasks or simpler words. As you know, less is more. Anything questions more? Any more questions?
No, I can add, it said that you can actually twist something during the practice and link it with the past memory. It will help you to recall it and elaborate, discuss on the topic instead of just,
Yes.
that will give you different dimensions. Yeah.
Great. So that's how you can remember or memorize the things in any domain. So yeah, that is your topic will be coming on the lesson number 3. Let us see the lesson number 3. Elaborating on a topic and explaining it in the simple words will make you understand it better. Elaborating on a topic can help you reveal some aspects that remained hidden until that point, thus making you gain a deeper understanding of that subject. When you get to talk about what you have read and studied, your brain is actively looking for ways to make sense of the information, which in turn will make you remember it more easily. Therefore, it is considered that if you cannot explain a topic in a way that even 5-year-old kid would understand, it means that you don't fully understand it yourself first. If you are not able to make 5-year-old kid understand your subject, that means you are not understand the subject well. To be able to simplify a subject such as extent implies having a high level of mastery in that domain. That is why teachers seem to know certain subjects so well, because they repeat it to people numerous times and different ways. That is why teachers seem to know certain subjects so well, because they repeat it more and more for more people and in different ways. Another way to make information stick is by linking it to already existing information in your brain. Currently, researchers found that there is no limit to what you can learn when you associate something new with an older memory, like connections, neural networks. Therefore, by elaborating information in a simple manner, repeating it in spaced intervals, like after 10 minutes, after 4 days, after 1 week, if you repeat it on spaced intervals and connecting to already existing recollections, you can make sure that you will achieve full mastery in a domain and become a successful learner. So try to practice this technique today. Like whatever you read, any article, any subject, any domain you want to learn information, grab the information, consolidate the information in simple words, and give some space time, 10 minutes time, and then try to repeat the information so that you will make your information stick with you. Okay, let me go to mind map. Small information that what we have learned. Targeted audience. Yeah, we know that college student who is taking a course and who wants to learn new things every day, like us. And top 3 lessons what we have learned. Simple again, same thing. Traditional studying practices, we need to get rid of them and adapt the right habits of successful learning. Elaborate and make it in simple words, understand it better. Practice retrieval to gain full mastery of the subject. Our main intention is to gain the full mastery of the subject. For that, practice retrieval in spaced repetition. Thank you so much. If you have any queries, you can ask me now. Great. We'll connect with another book summary tomorrow. Until then, stay connected, keep progressing.